massive value out of
this is better.
Massive value out of Menagerie Wardens and Onyxia, just huge high value minions.
So do we storm this or?
I don't hate the storm. Lowers the cost of your things from below as well.
Upgrade that weapon.
Yeah.
Right, so here's the injured quality, right? Not quite. It's a really good card, but not in this situation.
Yeah, I'm not quite gonna get the job done, and Onyxia a little slow for the board.
Yeah.
Stranglethorn Tiger though does ensure up some trades. You're able to, slow down the death.
It gives him a good chance. Like if he draws Menagerie Warden, he might be back in the game. Mm-hmm. Right now he's looking pretty wrecked. Even with Menagerie Warden, it's really tough here.
Yeah, it's still really tough. That's scary when a free 5/5 is pretty tough to come back from. Ooh,
that's good too.
Yeah,
it's an Azure Drake, a Finley. Oh no, the Finley's already used. Yeah, just an Azure Drake and a Beast.
Yeah, he's getting close to the Azure Drake swipe mana levels, and that is
not the best beast.
Pretty important turn to be in.
That's a good
point. Not that wrecked, but.
Lightning Bolt for 4 and Weapon 3.
I think you want to be getting the Thunder Bluff down. He's got 7 mana, right?
Yeah,
I wouldn't hate trading the Tunnel Trog, trading your face just to get Thunder Bluff Hero Power down. Just start getting that Totem Pain train ready, but...
What if we Hex, Flame Tongue, and Hero Power? That's
okay, and just set up all the totems to then be able to use the Thunder Bluff the following turn. Yeah, is that setting up lethal too? That might be I think that is setting up lethal, yeah.
It's really strong. Like, you're way ahead, you're pushing damage, and Druid doesn't really have recovery tools for this.
Oh, yeah.
There's no Drake Innervate Swipe.
Yeah, that definitely a better play,
There is Wrath plus 6 mana. That Wrath's a great pickup. Deal with that Flame Tongue. But it's probably not enough, huh?
It doesn't appear to be enough, no. He's going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, there's the Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, 13 damage with the Lightning Bolt. So,
2-0 JJ, right?
2-0 JJ, able to take it on the back of Shaman. Shaman's just been the most successful deck this tournament.
Yep.
It hasn't been banned too much. Only half of the players brought it, but it's had 1 loss throughout the entire course of the tournament. It's just been an absolute phenomenal deck for the players, and this Druid deck has been doing great for StrifeCro against all of the control-y decks, but against the Smork line from SuperJJ, which he's the only player that took this approach, just wasn't able to win the board over.
Yeah, so JJ still has to win with Hunter, which we kind of expect to maybe be his weakest deck.
Yeah, it was either Hunter or Paladin. We've seen his Paladin struggle in some series, and then we saw his Hunter struggle in the first series, dropping 2 games before it was able to finally capitalize and get its first win. So this Hunter deck, it runs a lot of secrets.
Yeah, so if he draws the wrong parts of his deck, if he draws Secret Keeper and the 3/4 Cloaked Huntress, or if he draws secrets without those, well, could be bad. Yep. And again, he's up against the Warlock, so it's just generally a good matchup. Like, the Warlock has a hard time dealing with Steady Shot, right?
Yeah, the Warlock from StrifeCro does have Reno Jackson, though, so it has that out. If it's able to find the Reno Jackson, without Call of the Wild from the Hunter, without High Mains, without anything like above 4, I don't think we've seen anything that caused more than 4 in SuperJJ's deck. If StrifeCro ever finds Reno, I think StrifeCro wins. Like, I think it's just that decided on Reno, just because SuperJJ's deck just doesn't have the gas to power through, 60 health.
So are we coining out Toad here?
Oh, yeah. Get the biggest minion out. There's no Dark Bomb in the format.
Well, the one thing is, if you go with Grandma, it's better against, like, a Peddler.
Okay, sure.
But, I mean, it's a one-of, right? So you just go for the highest damage, dude. You're absolutely right.
Yep. And, yeah, now you can get the
great start for JJ.
Oh, yeah. Just nailed the curve.
Oh, wow. I mean, we can Shadow Bolt the Huge Toad. Stops a lot of damage. Next turn might be Huntress with nothing. Huntress with Snipe.
Wow.
And the Snipe's actually really good against StrifeCro's plays here.
The
Spellbreaker is coming down on that Grandma, right?
Ooh, He might play Doomsayer. If he plays
Yeah, it's
around
still gonna
Snipe,
die to Snipe plus damage.
he play the 1/3 first and then play the Doomsayer.
Still dies to Eaglehorn Bow.
Yeah. That hurts. Your
Snipes been pretty good this tournament.
0 mana kill your minion. That's so powerful. And now the Houndmaster is going to come down on the Grandmother. Just a huge board, pushing so much damage so fast.
If he picks up Mortal Coil, he can clear with Hellfire. No.
Yeah, he needed like Mortal Coil into, you know, Reno there. Not able to get it. So now he's at the point where it's like Reno or bust, because there's 8 damage coming in from SuperJJ's side with Eaglehorn Bow Hero Power.
Yep.
And the follow-up, you know, quick shot to go with it for another 8 the following turn.
We play this Abusive over the Hero Power, right? Because like we're probably not getting... Yeah.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
It gets us closer to quick shot value, and we're probably not going to get that 2 damage out of it next turn.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably losing our board here.
All right, and StrifeCro needs Reno Jackson all of a sudden. Oh, no swing with the bow?
I guess he figures he has lethal anyways.
Jackson. Okay, yeah. He doesn't though, right? He only has 8. I guess
he has quick shot. I mean, you're saying if he loses his board?
Yeah.
How do you lose your board? Like Netherspite Historian Shadowflame? I don't know.
Like a Netherspite Historian Shadowflame, and then suddenly...
Nobody does that. Come on.
Suddenly you're giving StrifeCro an extra chance to draw lethal. If he taunts, he's also still alive.
Better than taunt. I like the Shadow Flame. What do you like?
I think the Shadow Flame as well. I don't think it's going to get more value than this, but...
Shake.
And... top deck sleep. Wait, is it lethal?
I don't know, man. I don't know how to
3,
count.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh,
he can't
hero
hero
power.
power.
Beast, right?
He can't hero power, and he doesn't have a beast, so...
Well, we can draw a card. Doesn't really matter what these cards are. One on the Savage Combat. Hit Abusive.
He's playing to Onyxia right now, right? I think it's just
a good amount.
It is a nice amount. Just while you can guarantee it, might as well, right? Like Tyrion's always going to have taunt. Ragnar's Lightlord only sometimes heals for 8.
Yeah, JJ's done here. I don't think he's going to play another turn.
Yeah, no. And that mistake from the previous game, allowing StrifeCro to get that 1 extra draw. They deserve to get punished like this, right?
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Dude, we've had some sweet games this tournament.
Oh, so punished. So punished. And the Reno Jackson.
Yeah! So beautiful, man.
It's
like
Druid.
it was going to be a 3-0 blowout, but 1 decision, and all of a sudden go into game 5.
Druid versus Hunter. Can StrifeCro win with a no Innervate, no Fandral, no Yogg Druid?
So far, no. JJ's hand's looking stellar.
It is looking really good. Double. He's just missing.
It's getting a little bit awkward, but man, he's got a 1-2-3 curve that's really solid.
Mm-hmm. And
StrifeCro's got a pass 2-3-4 curve that looks significantly less solid.
Yeah,
it's not what he needed. He missed this one. That's a big deal. He's not going to have Innervate to catch up.
Oh man! And
this Snipe's a huge pickup for the Cloaked Huntress.
Uh-oh.
Finley, 1 turn too late. If he had that on turn 1, this would be a completely different ball game. It'd be beating up your card. But now your card. Yeah. So do you hero power instead of the?
No, I think you gotta play the Aspirin.
Gotta go for it. I agree. Tempo matchup.
Yeah, you have a higher.
Maybe he doesn't have the bow.
As long as you can like get on board or try and get ahead on board, I think you'll be in a position where you can win. But it's not looking great right now.
Yeah. The 2/5's gonna do some work in recovering. Like that's.
Yeah. I mean,
could hero power and Finley.
I don't like that.
Seems worse, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just the 2/5, and SuperJJ's curve is so strong. He's gonna have Cloaked Huntress into Secret, and
and it's a snipe that's gonna proc like it. It's gonna kill a 4-mana play while proccing a bow charge. Like it's just game over.
Oh, he does go for the Finley, looking for the Mage Hero power, I guess, to avoid some damage here.
He
Finley'd first.
Yeah. He could have hero powered first.
Maybe he's not hero powering. Maybe he's playing the 2-drop this turn then. You know, if he gets mage, maybe he goes for the hero power, but if he doesn't, you know, just go for the minion.
Smart life. So I guess the idea is the Finley's going to trade with that Firebat next turn. This way he gets the tempo out of 3-2.
Yeah, he's not expecting SuperJJ to swing with the bow, right? So if his SuperJJ holds on to the bow, then this is really good with it for StrifeCro because he can use that Finley, like you said, to make that trade. Now the snipe has been played, which just destroys Savage Combatant. Holy smokes. 0 mana, kill your 4 mana card is just absolutely insane.
Gain a bow charge.
Yeah, and gain a bow charge on top of that.
That's one of the coolest things about Snipe is that people will try to play around your Hunter Secrets to avoid giving you bow charges, but then they don't play around the Snipe, right? They'll be like skipping attacks with the taunt up or whatever, but Snipe gets them.
Yeah.
All right, this chest's freezing.
So,
nice juggle.
So it's either Cat Trick, Snipe, or Explosive. Those are the secrets.
He's really hoping for Cat Trick.
Yeah. He's going for the Mana Crystal.
Yeah, sets up for Savage Combatant. Played around Snipe as best he could, I think.
Yeah. So he's going to be able to use Savage Combatant on following turns to help him clear that 3-4 if he needs it. Savage Combatant plus hero power to get the job done.
Did we just hit him in the face?
Well, then you can't kill the 3-4. I think he's playing to Onyxia right now, right?
Well, next turn he has... Oh, you're right. Yeah, sorry. I was thinking he had Druid hero power still. My bad.
No, yeah, it's only 2 damage, so he needs to save the 3-2 to be able to make that trade. And he's just trying to like figure out some way to live to Onyxia. He's ramped up closer to it. He's playing super defensively with his stealths to try and guarantee good trades for himself. But it's still gonna be really hard to live to Onyxia. He's playing against Face Hunter, and you're getting shreked. And then when you finally do play Onyxia, they're just gonna unleash and kill you, right?
I don't think you're gonna make it to Onyxia.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. He may need to kind of change his game plan then if Onyxia is not in the cards for him. So then what's the alternative game plan to trying to play to Onyxia? You just flood the board and go face?
The steady shot's kind of an unfortunate hero power choice for how this game's playing out.
Well, yeah, his other choices were Rogue and Life Tap, though, so...
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Rogue would work out better here, right? Like,
yeah, well, what he really needed was heal or armor up. Those would have been spectacular hero powers to have.
Yeah.
Because then you just kill StrifeCro's minions and then armor up your way out of the danger.
Right. Yeah, he kind of bricked that one. Unlucky Finley.
Yeah, now he's going to Savage Combatant hero power trade off the Firebat.
Ideal sequencing here to minimize the impact of that Firebat's death rattle. He's trying to hit his 3-2 stealth here, so it just does literally nothing. Lucky.
He avoids the face damage, but sets up the trade with the Eaglehorn bow for SuperJJ, so... you know, you said ideal sequencing, but is one face damage better than your opponent? Like, being able to kill it with the bow? I think you'd rather have 1 damage on your face than allow your Savage Combatant just to die to the bow like that.
But he needed the Savage Combatant to kill the Firebat, right?
He could have taken an additional damage by trading the Finley into the Firebat and then weaponing down the other guy, right? So you have a 50-50 that the Firebat juggle goes on the 3-2, and then you play your guy hero power, and then you can swing into the...
You're like definitely taking extra damage because you're face tanking 3 instead of 2.
Mm-hmm. But you make sure
that
the
you
guy
avoid the potential 1 on the Savage Combatant.
And did JJ just not swing with the bow again with the second bow in hand?
And he's mad at himself about it, you can see.
Yeah, he's really upset about that. That's going to be funny if that ends up costing him the game again. Suddenly, like, StrifeCro draws the Curator and stabilizes. And
yeah.
He's only got 9 damage now instead of 12. So yeah, SuperJJ would have had lethal. Explosive Trap is going to give him 1 damage off lethal.
It'll work. Like, Druid's just not going to heal. Doesn't have a taunt.
Doesn't have a taunt. So now, since he's... Is there any way for StrifeCro to set up lethal off the back of Druid of the Claw? Druid of the Claw with Roar in charge is 6, 7, 8. like 10.
I mean, there's a theoretical universe where he sets up lethal, but JJ just trades a bit, right?
Well, maybe the trading a bit is
enough.
Is enough. It's probably not
very optimistic.
Well, let's say he picks up. Drew
God bless him for trying.
So let's see. The 1/1 goes into the 5/1, and then he picks up. He picks up Drew to the clock. He's got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So if JJ does not trade into the 5-2, and StrifeCro picks up Drew to the claw, StrifeCro can win this game. But SuperJJ is obviously counting that.
You could also trade into the 2-3, right?
Yeah, he could also trade into the 2-3 and be fine. He's just got to trade something. Yeah.
I think he'll figure it out because this is.
Which then means StrifeCro could draw Curator, and if he draws Curator, he has the taunt and isn't dead to over the top damage, so could survive that way.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's still outs now. Now StrifeCro needs to hit Curator, where he's double roar enough. 4, 8, 9, 10, 15. He's 2 damage off lethal. So close.
Dang, man. That's a cool tournament.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, so it looks like SuperJJ is going to be our champion. Just barely, almost got reversed swept for his misplay of not swinging the eagle horn bow. But, you know, aside from that sort of little, like, lapse of judgment, most of the time SuperJJ had really consistent plays. And he was able to predict the metagame, which is, you know, the biggest challenge.
That was the important thing, yeah. Like, he took a different lineup than everyone else did, and it was a logical lineup. Like, you could see from the beginning, it seemed like it was going to be favored against what other people were doing.
Yeah, so that's why I really like these sort of formats, these sort of weird things, because, you know, there's emphasis on, like, you know, having the right play, doing good plays, but it's also about trying to figure out what's the best deck going to be. And it's not the same thing as in, like, standard, when you play a standard tournament. It's the same thing every week. It doesn't change. There's no new cards. There's no new anything. It's the same thing every time. Those are the best decks. Let's perfect those and play those the best. Now, all of a sudden, well, I guess for this tournament, Aggro Paladin was the best deck. So it just adds variation, and you have to try and, like, think critically about what cards other people are going to play. And SuperJJ was able to identify that Murloc Paladin was going to be something people were playing, and slow control decks, and find ways that were able to target it quite consistently, and didn't over-target it. You can look at some other players that also tried to target Murloc Paladin, like Chalky, for example. He brought one of the coolest decks in the tournament with the anti-Murloc Paladin, with a Vilefit Inquisitor to make extra Murlocs and all these other crazy wonky stuff. But he wasn't able to get... It worked great in the one matchup, but wasn't able to be consistent enough overall to really, you know, bring things together. And also the Priest was letting a lot of players down that they were trying to use to target with. But yeah. Anyway, we have SuperJJ here with us. We're going to try and get an interview. SuperJJ, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Oh my God.
Congrats on the win.
Congrats, man. How does it feel to be BatStone #1 Grand Champion?
It feels kind of good, but I'm so tired. I played so bad in last games. No, I'm actually, like, I'm really sad about it because I have a flight to catch in 5 hours.
Oh, okay. For DreamHack, is that where you're going to?
Yeah.
I'm going. Sure. What did you think of the format? What did you think of card bans? Was it fun? You know, give me your whole breakdown as a player.
Though I really like, this is the Hearthstone I started to play and love. Like, you have something to predict on. You don't like the Yogg-Saron swings, the Tuskar swings. Like, you see, Shaman is good without this card. It's good without the card. It's a great class. You have to think it's a super good class, man. And like, why are we missing these cards? Nobody is missing them, right? So it's so great without them.
There you go.
So I have a question for you about like your tournament preparation. Like, what were you expecting other players to bring, and like, how did you come to your lineup?
Yeah, like, I'm the big evil guy, right? I expect everyone wants to have fun now with banned cards, and I abuse the format. Like, everyone's gonna hate me, right?
No, good decision making. I liked it. I was like, yeah, this JJ guy's got a good chance to win.
Yeah, I played like this. This was the Hunter. I played very sloppy. Before I played like fine, but I played very sloppy. Like, I don't want to accuse myself, but I'm like awake since like 20 hours, so kind of, yeah. Like, but I really wanted to join this tournament because I really love the community and I really want to make Hearthstone great again, right?
There we go. That's the goal from everybody's side. Yeah, just trying to make Hearthstone great again. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks everybody. Thanks. Shout out again to all of the players that played this with a $0 prize pool. You guys are all amazing. Like everyone that volunteered their time to help make this production happen, help try and, you know, allow card bans to be a thing. Hopefully now we've set the precedents that card bans can exist, that Blizzard may be more open to it in the future of allowing card bans to happen, which would be really cool because previous to this, they shut down every tournament that tried to do it. So pretty sweet that we're trying to make some progress there on that front. Appreciate all the players for donating their time. We got production happening for free. So shout out to Elefino for producing the tournament for free. Shout out to Ed, my graphics guy. Did a great job making all the BatStone graphics and all the intros. Did all of that stuff for free. So it's like so many people, so many of my friends that I've helped out in the past that came out and did a solid for me on this. And I appreciate all of them so much. I appreciate the viewers for tuning in. Sorry if there's any sort of hiccups. I know there's some audio issues in the beginning. It's a bunch of unpaid people, you know, on a Wednesday, taking a day off work to have some fun playing Hearthstone. So, you know, what do you expect? This is what you get.
I think it was pretty good. Sweet. Right. We had some really good moments.
We had some crazy moments. There's like some definite highlight plays. You know, the 1 health comeback comes to mind. We had the faceless, the 3-6 taunt in the Raging Worgen game by Osaka to then win the game later on while playing around a 20 damage combo that had like 10% chance of being there, but he just had the read. So there's some really quality games. I really enjoyed it, and I want to give a shout out to Cloud9. That's the team I'm on, for their support in this endeavor. And do you have any shout outs that you'd like to make, Zalay?
Shout out to Luminosity, pretty sweet team. And check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ZalayHS, ZALAEHS. And
then SuperJJ, got any shout outs you'd like to give as your final words as the BatStone #1 grand champion?
I want to give a shout out to you and Zalay, like for a great casting. I really like. And for you as organizing this tournament, I think it's a really good initiative, and it's what the community needs. That is for me the most important part. And also to my team, Complexity, for supporting me and my teammates. And awesome. Shout out to the community. You're great, guys. Have a nice evening.
Thank you.
All right. And with that, that's going to be the end of the stream. Take care, guys. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll look to be, you know, BatStone #2 coming soon.
Heck yeah.